Hi, Dr. Esmail, double board certified facial plastic surgeon with over 2,000 cosmetic surgeries under my belt. Let's go over some plastic surgery tweets. At Dulcia, is it fucked up that I want rhinoplasty and multiple cosmetic procedures just to look good in pictures? I look okay in person, but my flaws are extremely visible in pictures. My nose looks bigger, my eyes look even more asymmetric, and my chin deviated, etc. This is actually a very common phenomenon that we get in people wanting plastic surgery and even people post-op plastic surgery. So when they look in the mirror and you look at them in person, you don't see anything major, but then they pull out the phone and they start swiping. And they're like, this picture, this angle, this angle, this angle, this light, that light. Look how big my nose looks here. Look at my extra skin when I do this. And that's what I'm like a good surgeon will tell you. Well, we can't operate or we can't look at each individual kind of like section. We got to look at it as a whole. There's always pictures where you're not going to look good. There's always people that are more photogenic and less photogenic, and we can't tailor surgery based on how you're going to look in pictures, even though that's what is really important to some people. We always have to aim for real life. So that's my best advice: is don't do it for the pictures or don't do it for the gram. Do it for real life. We have at Chairforce007. When a man gets cosmetic surgery, it's usually to restore hairline, facelift, etc. When a woman gets cosmetic surgery, it's often to enhance fuller lips, larger buttocks, or bigger breast. Why is that? That's a good question, actually, because I do feel like men and women come in for very different reasons for cosmetic surgery. I think the majority of men come in not to really change the way they look, but to kind of not look so old or tired. That's like the biggest thing. People, I don't care. I just don't want to look tired. I don't want to look old. And then hair is a really big thing. And for women, yeah, it is like kind of more different societal kind of what society would think is attractive, I guess, and enhancements in that aspect. So, I mean, that's really like from someone who doesn't do plastic surgery, I'm assuming here, that's pretty insightful because it is true. I don't have much to add to that, but yeah, that's pretty bang on. At Summer Jana X. Okay, it's like reading license plates. I have no idea sometimes. Anyway, serious question. When people get stuff like this done, does it affect like how they see their offspring? Like, a lot of likes. Like, say like someone gets a facelift and a new nose, how would their child feel about that? Is it a never-ending cycle of plastic surgery, or like, how does that go? That was a lot of likes. Okay, so that like is actually like a thing. Now, I would say it happens often that I have a mother with their daughter, and the mother's obviously had a rhinoplasty because it was done 30 years ago and looks not great. And the daughter's there with a totally different nose and is like, my mom had a rhinoplasty when she was 16, and now like I think, you know, she can't say shit about me wanting to get one done now. I think that's usually how it goes. And yeah, I mean, I think it's a thing. Like, obviously things are genetic and facial features are genetic. And if the mom had a schnoz and she wanted to get a rhinoplasty, then I mean, there's probably a reasonable chance the daughter's gonna feel the same way, especially that the mother, you know, had something done about it and felt comfortable with it. So yeah, I think it's a thing. All right, Squiggly Hair Shanks, or at Red Hair Shanks 86. Moral question of the day: should a woman tell a guy if she had plastic surgery? That's a good question. I would say not necessarily. I don't think that that's something that you need to divulge, especially not like early on in a relationship. I think it's, you know, really, I mean, I think it's the person who you are now and who they're looking at, and that's the person that they're gonna have to, you know, be attracted to or not attracted to. I mean, obviously when there's kids involved, that may be a different story. But I mean, at the same time, I don't think it's a big thing that you talk about right away. So I would say no. At Tina is alive. Okay, but real question. Can you get a nose job to add more? Yeah, it's called Asian rhinoplasty, okay? Like 90% of Asian rhinoplasty is to add more. Simple question, boom. Peach Jar Squared or at Idiot Peach. These names are crazy. I guess mine's Aladdin 112, so. Just got my lip filler dissolved and oh my God, it was painful. I've never cried getting tattoos, piercings, or the filler itself, but dear God. I don't think this is a typical phenomenon. I mean, getting lip filler dissolved. I mean, to be honest, I don't dissolve a lot of lip filler. I haven't done lip filler in a long time just because I kind of hate doing it. But in my experience, I've never felt that way. Where's Christina? Is she in the hallway? We'll get somebody who actually has done lip filler in the last 5 years to answer this question. Says, I just got lip filler dissolved and oh my God, it was painful. I've never cried getting tattoos, piercings, or filler itself, but dear God. Does dissolving filler, is it painful?
No, it's not any different than any of the other injectables.
I would think it'd be less.
Yeah, if you've had filler done, it's going to be less than having the filler.
Confirmed, not a thing. Perfect. All right, at Empide anyways, W. If you get lip filler and you kiss someone and they bite your lip, does your lip pop like a balloon? I want lip filler, but I don't want my lip to pop like a balloon. Unless you're making out with Hannibal Lecter or something like that, I don't think that'll be an issue. No, when you get lip filler, it's deep if it's done well, and it's not gonna pop or anything like that. You don't have to worry about that. I mean, if that was the thing, I mean, I'm sure you've seen a lot of lip filler around. I mean, I'm sure you'd hear about it. So it does not happen. You'll be fine. I mean, some of those lips, you'd wonder, but no, never happened before. At Emery EXP. I was talking to my mom, found out that my soft jawline, double chin thing is genetic. I've always wanted a sharp and more square jaw, so I'm thinking about getting chin lipo. It's only 3-day recovery. Has anyone else had lipo done and wants to share their experience? So if you never had a strong jaw and your mom doesn't have a strong jaw or like a weak chin, chin lipo probably is not gonna help you. If you put on 20 pounds during COVID and you lost your chin, well, chin lipo is probably gonna be your friend. It's a great procedure, but if you wanna change your anatomy or the way that your chin is, and a lot of it has to do with the way your hyoid bone sits. And if it sits low, then basically your muscles will connect from your chin to that low point and you'll have a blunt neck and you'll get a turkey neck when you get older. You need surgery for that. I mean, really, you gotta change that anatomy. We gotta tie those muscles up and we gotta bring them up like a chin strap here, and that's when you get that snatched jawline. Lipo is great if you have the anatomy for it. So if you're already set up for it, but you got a little chunky and you have a little bit extra fat there, then lipo is great. It'll do the job for sure. So, I mean, the only really way to tell, I don't expect you to know that, but the only way to tell is to have an experienced surgeon in a consult tell you whether or not you're a candidate or not. So, all right, at Chill with Modi, I'm all for cosmetic surgery if that's what you want to do, but one question, why is everyone going for the pointy chin? Is that a thing? Nobody's going for a pointy chin. It's still a definition. I mean, I guess maybe it was a Wicked era or something. I don't know. Does that come out soon? Or I guess the second one, but no, I don't know. Nobody's asked me for a pointy chin. All right, at Croonin Ho, the important question of the day. How do you shift a double chin without using surgery? Starvation or exercise? I don't know. I think you're screwed. At AlphaFox78, genuine question. What does it feel like when you talk and your face doesn't move? Ladies, is Botox slash filler worth it? Is it majestic and freeing, or does it bury insecurity? I think it depends. Botox gets rid of wrinkles during movement. So if you have wrinkles and you're not moving your face, you're in surgery territory, or like aggressive peel laser. If you're like getting older and when you smile, you get wrinkles, which is still normal, right? Then Botox will help decrease the wrinkles that you get when you're moving your face and will prevent those static wrinkles. So the wrinkles that happen when you're not moving from forming. So it's 50% preventative and then 50% kind of like in the moment. It takes 2 weeks to work. And then filler is a totally different thing. People lump the two things together, but they're kind of like, they're both injectables, but they both do completely different things. Botox is a neurotoxin, stops you from getting wrinkles when you move your face. Filler is exactly what it sounds like. It's filler, it's a volume. So when you age, things kind of sink and you get volume depletion, and it kind of, adds volume where you've lost volume. So different things, both worth it, both in moderation, and both, it's like anything. It's just, you go to someone who's good, you'll get good results. You go for the cheapest guy on the block, well, maybe you're not gonna look so good. At Jasmine Baraska says, question, why do so many celebrities go out in public after just having fillers and Botox? They walk around with bumps and injection marks. This is an addiction. I mean, you ended with a statement, so is it like a question or what? Is this an addiction? Is that what you're asking? I don't think it's an addiction. So many people talk about these things. I don't know, it's not a thing. But anyways, I think it's normal. I mean, if you think there's a celebrity out there that doesn't get fillers and Botox, then I don't know. At Cage Kira 101. Okay, just a random question for a topic that probably the vast majority don't like, but felt like asking because I'm just curious. Is Botox inflation a thing? Filler inflation? Like cosmetics inflating? Yeah, it's a thing. Wow, I mean, it really depends on how much the companies are charging us and like costs of production. So, I mean, if anything, I think we're making less money on Botox because the costs of everything have gone up and we can't really raise prices as much as to match the cost of everything else going up. And like what they charge us for the Botox is going up. But yeah, I mean, inflation's everywhere. It's a bitch. What are you gonna do? At Laurelie Love, people are telling me that their secret to feeling and looking great is collagen. I am deathly afraid of needles, so filler and Botox are out of the question. But what is this collagen business? Is it drinkable? Can you get capsules? Does it taste gross? Is it expensive? So, I mean, collagen is like one of the essential building blocks of your tissue. And so, I mean, you have collagen. The problem is that as you get older, you have less collagen and the elasticity of that collagen is different. So when you're young, your skin stretches and snaps right back. And when you get older, it's like that old rubber band, it's like it doesn't have that same snap back and, things get a little bit looser. So when we do interventions, it's, and actually fillers and Botox have nothing to do with collagen, but there are other injectables that are biostimulators that can induce collagen. But a lot of times in those cases, when they say they're inducing collagen, it's actually scar tissue, because scar tissue is also collagen. It's just basically irritating that area, creating damage. And then when you create damage to the skin and underlying structures, the body produces collagen in that repair mechanism. And in healing it and production of that extra collagen, you can get some tightening and improvement of the skin and structures. So drinking collagen, taking collagen, that probably ain't gonna do nothing. At EWAC, can sex be considered an anti-aging treatment? Yes, no. Comments, welcome. Is my wife watching? Yes, definitely. it works. Trust me. At Sluggy McDuggy. Question for my sensitive skin baddies who are into anti-aging skincare. What type of retinol products do y'all use? Skincare. I gotta admit, I'm not like a big skincare person. I use water to wash my face. Yeah, like, you know, retinol is irritating, and that's kind of what it's supposed to do. So, I mean, if you have really sensitive skin, I mean, retinol might not be for you. And you can use basically some vitamin C products that can kind of do similar things, but really, like, you gotta see a skin expert. It ain't gonna be me. If you need somebody to cut into your face, I can do that. But we have lots of experts here that definitely can do a skin assessment and tell you exactly what you do need. At Leo Crone. I've always kept up with the beauty industry. Oh, you have it. Okay. And the latest anti-aging miracle potions. But I do have a question. Who was the person who looked at snails and thought snails look so good for their age? What if I put snail slime on my skin? I mean, I don't think that's the way it works. I think that they probably looked at the factors in that snail slime and that they have anti-aging properties, and that they could use that in skincare. I don't know, that's kind of a weird one. All right, at Maggie Moda. Question for the ladies. I guess I can still answer it, but anyways. What products advice would you recommend for anti-aging before 25? I've been moisturizing a lot lately, but I'm curious if there's any holy grail products to incorporate. Sunscreen. So, pretty simple answer. Best thing you can do is sunscreen. That's it. Have fun. Wear sunscreen. At Converted Heart. Maybe a weird question, but I know a lot of people are trying to avoid toxins. Any tips on cleansers and anti-aging facial treatments that are free of carcinogens, endocrine disruptors, etc., and are inexpensive? Yeah, I mean, there's lots of clean products out there. I don't think the majority of them have any types of like carcinogens, and inexpensive. I mean, you can go cheap, but your effectiveness is always going to go down. Like the quality of the ingredients, concentration of the ingredients are always going to go down. And, you know, as far as like carcinogens and stuff, I mean, most good high quality products, like, you know, we carry Vivier for instance, and those are all clean products. And I mean, I can't say they're inexpensive, but I mean, that's where you're going to get the trade-off. At Ooh Spicy. Very random question. Perfect. Does anyone have face cleanser they love? I can't seem to find anything I like, and I'm dealing with acne for the first time. Plus, I'm in my 30s, so I need anti-aging stuff too. Please, any recommendations? I'd love to hear them. You're in your 30s, so you need anti-aging stuff too. I mean, maybe a little early to start thinking about anti-aging stuff, but I mean, I guess it's never too early. Good cleansers. I mean, I think cleansers really are like not a big deal. I mean, I think you can find a lot of soft cleansers, like even Neutrogena. You don't have to spend that much to get a good cleanser. If you're gonna spend bang for your buck, like you're gonna spend money, spend it on the stuff that's gonna stay on your skin, like the moisturizers, the the ointments and stuff like that that's going to stay on for a long period of time. I mean, all a cleanser does is really removes dirt and oil from your face. So, I mean, the amount of like good or bad that it's going to do is minimal. So, you know, just find a gentle soap, Neutrogena or whatever. I mean, I don't think you need to buy an expensive cleanser. At Kent Kusri. Question for everybody. What's the most ridiculous cosmetic procedure or anti-aging treatment of which you are aware? Well, there's lots of ridiculous ones. I mean, Fox eyes was one big trend that I never got into, that I think most people looked ridiculous and had complications from. Dimples, I never got that one. That's kind of like a weird procedure. But I mean, there's lots of weird things people are willing to do, but just go for the tried and tested stuff stay away from trends. Like, if it hasn't been done for like years, then don't be a guinea pig. I'm Dr. Esmail, board certified facial plastic surgeon, answering your Twitter tweets, plastic surgery tweets. Tune in for next time for more answers.